Hello and welcome to another chapter of a tome pulled right off the shelves at the heart of the Jakuls. This is Noviri Part 8, Step Above. Let's get to work. Alright, please hold all questions till the end for your instructor. This is a pre-recorded lecture. Now some of you will certainly note the opaque cylinders on the lecture desk. There are 8 of each of them, and each one is roughly 1/100th scale as they are on the Vengeance, the latest ship to be produced by the Noviri people, namely some of your parents that live and work on Calamity Station up above us. Now, these 8 drive cylinders were fairly easy to produce, but will become more difficult to manufacture. Since the first 4, we used up all of our true cores in the spiral configuration. More observant children may note that during my previous visit to your class, when constructing your FIC tools, you actually engaged in making these engines in a much smaller fashion. Essentially, that is what you did. There are a few tweaks, of course, such as this miniature collar network, represented by a set of meticulously colored shards at the base of the display, fully functional, I might add. For some reason, one we don't yet fully understand, the collared network true cores act as a sort of drive core, telling each of the drive cylinders how much thread to produce and directing it to the proper subsystems as necessary whenever we Jakuls request it. The drive core is infinitely more efficient and effective than any system our engineers could manufacture, so it saves on time and resources as well. But we're out of true cores. We don't have any more. Use them all up in the first 4 drive cylinders. Some of you might say, wait a second, Cam, didn't you say there were 8 cylinders, not 4? Yes, how did we build 8? When we used all the true cores up in the first 4? Well, the simple answer is we cheated. More accurately, a young engineer named Gallum cheated. Fused heated empowered thread strands through shards, collected from the collars that had been sent back to Bitterrock Station for cleaning. The collars collect and store shards that develop on the true cores when used in the field in our ships. And this discovery, no matter how little Gallum thought it would affect our lives, is in fact the single greatest step in Jakul history, since the very first Jakul took apart the very first decayed hive. I am not screwing with you. My own accomplishments cannot compare to what Gallum has done here. I provided the tools, the tech, the gumption, and Gallum took straight off into space with it. Gallum crafted all of the true cores for the Vengeance that we lacked in a single night, and during the next day, those cores fused to be true cores rather than hollow shards of what they could be. Before that moment, all of Jakul history was reliant on the ancient Vu technology that we could find. Now we can grow our shards, craft our own flakes or cores as we see fit. Now we mark the line in the sand where Jakul ingenuity conquers or falters. It is on us to prove we have what it takes to move beyond even the limits of the Vus themselves before our time. Take out your notebooks. Gallum may have started this revolution, but he left glaring chasms in what we can accomplish, and what we soon must. We've used up all of our umbra that is chemically correct to be made clear. Either we come up with better ways to salvage what we have nearby, or we figure out ways of forging our own. Your instructor will soon hand out the basic tools to begin experimenting with various alloys of umbra and other Vu metals. There is no right or wrong here yet, just unclassified territory. What you must do when you forge your path is strict adherence to the scientific method and repeated experimentation. First, each of you will practice converting what we know to already work in a limited fashion, and then it will be up to each of you to discover your own path from here. You will take notes, experiment with metals, and you will see if any of you can push the boundaries of understanding a little further than anyone dared to dream of before today. Which of you youngsters has the force of will, the indomitable spirit to persevere? Which of you might discover a process that will save lives and help all jackals born after this moment? I don't know. It's not guaranteed to be any of you, actually. Science takes work, calm repetition, and the honing of learned skills, observation, and dedication. No one may ever figure out the right set of circumstances to perform the task that I set before you. But what kind of cowards would we be if we did not at least attempt the impossible? As so many jackals before us have proved, that which seems insurmountable is only that which has not been tried by the right minds, applying the right effort and knowledge to the task. There's work to be done, and we are the ones for the job. Let's get back to it, shall we? And so it is. Our time together has once more come to a close. I have been Lothbrun, and this was Noviri Part 8, Step Above, another tale from the heart of the Jakuls. Go ahead, Korvoth.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's the end of the story today, folks. Please leave all your comments, questions, and kindnesses down below. Don't be a jerk, though. And don't forget to stay safe out there. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to show your support. And there's this bell. When you subscribe, you gotta click the bell to make sure you get notifications so you can know that when we release a video, we release videos every day, so you don't want to miss none of them, okay? Good night and good luck. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.